Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the gaming channel and to Streaming Wednesdays, the first stream of 2024. Happy New Year, everybody! How are we all doing? Who have we got in the chat room? Ace of Riddles is here. Hello to you. And East Coast Steam is here, which is weird because East Coast Steam is also over here as well. Hi, Craig.
Hello.
You all right?
I'm okay, I think.
Okay. Oh, only okay. Oh dear, that's not good.
Coughs and sniffs.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. No, we were chatting just before I came on air, and unfortunately Craig has got a bit of a cold. So yeah. So sending you all the good wishes, Craig.
Thank you.
Yeah. And many congratulations, by the way, for those of you who don't watch Tea Time with Matt. Craig won Listener of the Year on New Year's Day. So congratulations, Craig. How are you feeling about that?
I feel rich.
Rich. Oh, both pennies arrived then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, in Flight Simulator today, and I'll be completely honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing, and no, it's not my usual incompetence. This time, Craig's planned what we're doing, so I know what's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the game, and I'm going to let Craig talk you through this bit. So, what are we doing today, Craig?
We are responding to the 4-minute warning.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Right, okay, well here we are, we're in the game. This is the Avro Vulcan. I don't know very much about the Vulcan, other than it was part of Britain's nuclear programme. That's all I know. Any more facts for me?
It was one of 3 of the V-Force bombers. So you had the Victor, the Vulcan, and the Valiant. I think the Vulcan's only actual time it was used in anger was for the Falklands.
Oh, well,
with
there we are.
The Black Buck raids,
Yeah.
which are fascinating to read, because it's like a relay of
Yes.
tankers.
Indeed. Now, the main function of this bomber was to deliver nuclear payloads, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah. So they've configured it a couple of ways on here. So it can take the WE-177, which was just a free fall nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
and also it was also for carrying the Blue Steel missile.
Oh,
So
there we
Blue
are.
Steel was a standoff weapon where you got near to the target, you fired it, and then you very quickly turned your plane around and buggered off very quickly.
So much more of a hammer than a screwdriver.
Yeah. And that was also a thermonuclear weapon as well. Because obviously before the ICBMs came in, it was going to be the bombers going to deliver the retaliatory payload. So, I mean, we've been a lot longer than 4 minutes. The bomb's dropped. We're all dead now.
Yeah,
but,
we're doomed. So let's just assume that the 4-minute warning came in now, and get ourselves off the ground, shall we? I'll let you go first. Right.
Okay. This is a bit I like.
I'm just watching you from the cockpit right now, so we're going to see you disappear off momentarily.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Whoa! That's rather good, isn't it?
I like the Vulcan.
Right, okay. I'm going to follow you. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Oh, that sounds rather nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. I am listing lazily to the right, but I'll be off the ground in a moment anyway, so it won't matter too much. There we go. Gear up.
Yeah. I'm going straight for the to get to the altitude to climb above all this weather.
Okay. Are you sticking with runway heading for the moment, or have you started your turn?
I'm going to start my turn now.
Okay.
Some banking left.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can actually see you now, so I'll just follow you from here.
I need to watch my angle of attack, actually. I don't want to stall this thing. They are incredibly beautiful planes.
Oh, they're stunning. I've only seen one the once, and it was when I was coming back from Peterborough, and it just popped over the A1. Wasn't expecting it. That must have been one of its last flights as well, because I think it was retired from sort of active flying displays after that time. So.
Yeah, that would have been XH558.
Yes.
Which, yeah, you're right. That was the last flying one, which is now grounded now. There's the airframe hours, and
that's not the one that did a run off the end of the runway into a ditch, is it? That's the other one.
No, that's in Lincolnshire, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
426.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mildly amusing. So I'm finding my.
We're just coming up above the cloud layer, and my goodness, this is rather atmospheric.
Yeah. I excuse me. I think last year at some point I went and went into the cockpit of one at Newark.
Oh,
they
lovely.
Sometimes they'll do cockpit tours of some of their planes, and I've been up in the Vulcan one, and it's interesting getting up into it, because you've got the hatch underneath and a ladder which goes at 45 degrees, and then the ladder which drops down, so you've got to climb up, then climb over, and then you're getting into the area at the back with the navigator and the bomb aimer and everything, and then higher up above them is the pilot and co-pilot.
I'm just having a little look around the cockpit now, and the thing that strikes me about it is just how old school it is. It wouldn't look out of place as a World War II bomber.
Yeah. You'd think that there was 10 years between the Lancaster and the Vulcan. Really nothing.
Yeah. Crazy. Right, I'm sort of leveling out at about 14,500. Are you still climbing, or?
I'm a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. Okay.
I'll find about 15.
I'll keep going up then. Get on the level with you. Right, I have no idea where it is we're going. So what's the plan here?
Bombing East Germany. Or the former East Germany.
Oh, fair enough.
It's going to take a while getting there.
Yes.
But I mean, if you really want, you can use the autopilot, which is great.
How does the autopilot work? Because I have no idea what I'm looking at here.
So you need to somehow okay, if you go to the tablet,
yep.
Okay, and at the top there is a sort of a compass icon.
Hang on, just get rid of that. Yep, compass icon, got it.
Okay.
Yep.
And now if you look at that, it comes up with a drop down.
Yep.
Okay, and you will see power, engaged, tracking hold,
yep,
altitude hold.
Yep.
So first thing you want to do is change the tracking mode.
Yeah.
Now this took a bit of getting used to for me, but when you click on where it says mode TACAM, if you click to the left on the left hand side of that box, yeah, and then select GPS, yep. So and then do track hold.
Yep.
Okay, and then go to altitude hold.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got altitude hold on.
So I've set mine at 15,000 feet.
Okay.
It's a really weird
Oh yeah,
how they've done it on here.
It's a bit fiddly, this, isn't it? Okay, so
yeah,
15,000 feet, you said.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just keep mashing go until I hit 15, then.
Yeah.
There we go, 15,000 feet.
Okay, and then click on engaged.
Engaged. Yeah.
And it will just take over.
I am up above the clouds now, so let's just have a little look at this, because my goodness, this is a rather stunning plane. It really is. It looks rather nice in white as well. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's the anti-flash white.
Yeah.
In the early days, they were going to be doing high altitude bombing.
Yeah.
And then when the anti-aircraft improved, they changed to low altitude. So that's where they started getting painted in green and grey. So yeah, mine is just sort of cruising nicely now.
Yeah, I'm now dipping back below the cloud layer, which is rather nice. It was nice to see the sun ever so briefly, but
you can go up. Let's go up.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's gone up to 20.
Go up to 20. Why not? Okay. You're gonna make me mash the button on the tablet again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fair. I asked for that, didn't I?
I think there's a dial somewhere for it, but I can't find it on the panel.
So it is a very complicated panel, this.
Yeah. Not a Cessna, is it?
No.
But if you just change the altitude, and then it will just sort out.
Yeah, it's doing its thing. Still dropping at the moment, but we're about to hit 20,000.
So apparently that whoosh sound it makes, it's an incidental thing apparently with the air intakes.
Oh.
So when it goes through a certain power range, it makes that scream. And I only found that out today.
It's a rather impressive beast, this, I have to say.
Yeah.
There we are. I think the autopilot's leveled me off now.
Yeah.
Just found a nice break in the clouds there. That is pretty.
I found out more about these things, so I asked how they go to the toilet in there, if you really want to know.
Go on, how do they do that? Because bearing in mind, of course, they might not have an airbase to come back to when they're finished.
No, so, we'll come back to that. I think that's quite an important thing. But, so, bear in mind it would only have been men.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a wee, there was a pipe that you went and stuck it in. Now apparently if you needed a number 2, you took your helmet off, got a bag, put the bag inside the helmet, went down into the bomb aimers station at the bottom, did your business, tied it up and chucked it out the door.
Of course, why not?
And funny enough, it was a question I had to ask because when they was doing the Black Buck raids from Ascension Island all the way to the Falklands, those, I'm not sure how long they were, they were pretty much all day. So at some point, nature
Oh gosh,
takes
yeah.
over.
Of course.
But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, and this is why I like going on tours and things of like aircraft and railway museums and stuff, because you often get to ask questions about what life was like, actually, and you often get it from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
I'm just trying to remember, just off the top of my head, where the label for other players is located and the options, because I'm struggling to find it.
I think it's in the data settings somewhere.
Ah, that will make sense. Hang on. Because I've just realised I have
Think.
no idea where you are. I can't see you. So this this is this is going terribly well already. Here we are. Data. No, this is all just about rolling cash. Miscellaneous.
I think it's
possibly?
somewhere there.
Hang on. Traffic. Here we are. Show traffic nameplates. There we are. That's what we want. Apply and save. Right. And yes, I can see you on my left-hand side there.
Yeah.
Quite some distance from me, actually.
Yeah, let's go and move over to you, I think.
Okay. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing then, shall I?
Yeah, you just follow your course.
Okay. Noted.
I just realised I'm going far too fast as well.
So I'm doing about 343 knots at the moment. So
Yeah. It's like trying to manoeuvre a bus at the moment. Yeah, the Black Buck is probably one of the most confusing raids you'd ever read about, because it was like a relay of tankers. So tankers filling tankers to fill the bombers. So, because Ascension Island is pretty much slap bang in the middle of the Atlantic.
yeah.
And obviously they weren't sure if they could actually do it, but obviously they did. But one of the things is they needed to bomb, I think, was it Port Stanley, to stop the Argentinians being able to use the airbase there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Vulcan was also famously in Thunderball as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I haven't seen Thunderball in absolutely ages.
It's not a bad one.
No. One of the better films.
Yeah. So you had the Victor, the Valiant, and the Vulcan. The Valiant went out of service quite quickly because I think it had problems with the airframe. But the Victor started getting converted into tankers,
Oh, right.
and they lasted quite a long time. Some Vulcans were converted into tankers as well.
So I was doing a bit of reading up on this beforehand, just to sort of get a brief idea of what this plane was all about. 1984, I believe they were withdrawn, weren't they? And then they had two that were part of the Vulcan display team until I want to say the early 2000s, possibly.
Yeah. 90s, early 2000s, something like that, yeah.
Long old service career, certainly. Doing various different things.
They were pretty well used.
But
Because
never for
they,
their primary purpose, importantly. Which,
thankfully, not.
no.
No, they were only ever used in anger once.
And like we said, that was the Falklands conflict.
Yeah, yeah, which is conventional weapons. Um,
I feel like I probably want to drop my speed down because you are probably struggling to catch up with me, aren't you? Given that I am going at my top speed, and you are about 100 miles behind me.
yeah, I can see you in
Yeah.
the distance. And I'm actually heading straight towards you. um, but you mentioned earlier about the what these were obviously to do, and it's very sobering when you really
Yes.
think about what it is. So the 4 minute warning, when they were on the 4 minute, they would have been on the runway, engines on, ready to go. And I understood that there'd have been a policeman, a military policeman at the bottom of the steps, checking the IDs of the crew. He didn't have the ID. He was supposed to shoot you, apparently.
Dark.
Yeah. Yeah, you forget your wallet one day and you get shot. But,
Rather deadly mistake to make that. Goodness.
hmm. um, but yeah, you would have taken off from your airbase with the payload and everything and gone to bomb wherever you were going, knowing that you was coming back to nothing. That's if you survive.
Yeah.
All of your relatives would be gone. Your home would probably be destroyed. Um, it's yeah, sobering,
Yeah.
very sobering. Um, and I called this flight plan when the wind blows. Because have you ever
Yes.
seen the film?
I have. It is one of the most depressing things imaginable, but in such a beautiful way.
Yeah,
It's yeah. I feel like that and Thread should be required viewing for anyone who wants to be going up for the job of being in charge of the country.
yeah.
It's yeah.
So because when the wind blows was done by Raymond Briggs,
Yep.
he also did the Snowman.
Which is a lot cheerier by
Yeah,
comparison, even with the ending.
although some people think that they're in the same universe.
Oh God, that's a dark thought.
Yeah. So
Oh.
the kid's snowman melts, but it's all right. He's going to die in a nuclear holocaust anyway. So what's he got to worry about?
Well, this is a cheery stream, and for those of you who've just joined us, oh goodness.
Now I think I've nearly caught up with you.
Yeah, you can't be far away because I'm doing 208 at the moment. I can see from your screen you're doing about 332. So
Yeah,
closing fast.
yeah. And you're heading south.
Am I? Oh. How have I managed that? Hang on. What have I done wrong here? Let me, mode GPS. Hold on. Hang on. Oh, I'm turning now. I think I've done something right. Yeah, I'm listing lazily to port at the moment in the direction of the marker. So, okay, well, clearly something went wrong there. How long have I been doing that?
Yeah, we need to be heading east.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just off the coast of Suffolk at the moment. Whoops, never mind.
You just left south of Lincolnshire,
Yeah.
head towards East Germany via Suffolk.
Yes. Why not?
We'd all be brown bread by now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because what we were supposed to do in actuality is go straight out over the North Sea and straight towards our target, but
Yeah.
no. Yeah, basically we're going via the Netherlands, which oh dear. This is the problem with the cloud cover. There's no landmarks, so can't really see anything. Okay, I think I'm now pointing in the right direction.
I think so. So I'm just trying to get caught up with you now, I think.
Yeah, that's all right.
What other interesting Cold War things have we got? East of England is obviously bomber country.
Yes.
It's air bases all over the place.
Yes, indeed.
And some, I know this because I've been to a few of them. Some still have the launch pads for the Titans. So,
Oh goodness.
yeah. Which would have been the ICBMs.
Yes.
And yeah, that's also scary to think what might have happened.
Yes.
I
Very
think,
much so.
particularly where I am.
I appear to have overcorrected, and I'm now heading north again. I'm not entirely sure how this has happened.
Oh, you've gone into heading mode, which
Yeah.
is probably set in at 0 degrees.
Yes. Right, I've switched to GPS, but that's still pointing me north. So, yeah, I'm really not sure what I've done wrong here. Let's see here.
You can't get the Vulcan to roll or loop.
No.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's a little bit. It's a little bit close for comfort there, actually. Not gonna lie. Right. Okay. Clearly, GPS isn't behaving itself. So, do we have any idea where the autopilot controls are in here? Because I may have to go through and twiddle the heading.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going well.
You might just have to go manual.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Right then. In which case, let's turn off navigation. And we'll just start a turn towards where we're supposed to be going.
Yeah.
There we are.
Ooh, if I open my bomb bay doors, can you have a look inside?
Yeah, hang on.
Bomb doors open? Yeah, I can see your payload.
Can you? Hang on. So have I got my... I don't think I've got my doors open. I'll... Hang on. Let me just... There's a button for this on the tablet, isn't there? Hold on. Bomb doors. There we go. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we are. Deadly payload inside. Gosh, that's sobering. Altitude hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, the tablet is no longer accepting my input. Let's try again. Hold on.
It's a bit finicky.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Let's see. Oh, it is complaining about my airspeed, probably because I'm going vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
I think I'm going to get some altitude above these clouds.
My airspeed is currently 50, so
You're going to die.
yeah, there's a lot of clicking and complaining going on the dials.
Yeah.
And my vertical speed is about 10,000.
Yeah.
Minus 10,000, I should say. That's okay. Well, this is turning into a distinctly boring situation. There we are. Right. It's alright, we're still on our side of the North Sea, so I'll land, I'll parachute out and claim my ears went pop first time round. There we are, everything's calmed down now. Right, what's your altitude currently?
I am descending and I'm at about 22,000.
You're going to level off about 20 again.
I'm sort of doing S-bends.
Doing S-bends, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave you to it then. Okay, well I've got the altitude hold on. There we are. Right. See if this will sort it out. I mean, as long as the altitude wants to behave, then I can deal with everything else. But
Yeah.
yeah, this just does not want to behave. There we are. Do you know what? I'm going to pop this up to 20,200 because that's roughly where I am at the moment. So. Yeah.
I don't know what the protocol was once you had dropped your payload, whether you were supposed to try to get home or whether it was expected to be a one-way ticket, or I don't know.
Well, there's that American film, the name of which escapes me. Is it The Day After or something?
Oh, was it? I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole sort of host of films around that time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Of the end of the world.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah. So you've got control back now.
Yes, looks like it. Yeah. Yeah. The film I'm thinking of, the title of which escapes me completely, is. There's mention in that of because they've got the American bombers that go up, who effectively the crew we follow abandons their target. I think that ends up landing in Hawaii. But they're intercepted by two fighter jets, who reveal that their carry has been destroyed and they've literally got nowhere to go. So rather than take the bomber down with them, they just let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nuclear submarines apparently have a letter of last resort.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what our current prime ministers would have put. Go and sell your submarine.
There's a telephone number on the back of this letter. It's Honest Dave. Round the back of the harbour. He'll sort you out.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think now. Yeah, because throughout the whole Cold War, everything really changed because you had the bombers at first to go and manually drop the bomb. Then you had the ICBMs and the cluster warheads and everything. I think one of the cool Cold War films is Red Dawn.
I don't think I've seen Red Dawn.
Where it's just a ground invasion of the US by the Soviet Union.
Okay.
It's pretty good, actually. It's worth watching. Wee bit cheesy at times, but worth it. Cheese is good.
Yeah, a little bit of cheese never hurt anybody.
Mm.
Well, unless they're lactose intolerant. But,
Another series I've been recommended to watch is Threads.
yeah, Threads is dark. Really dark. Although, slightly amusingly, I read a thing on Twitter the other day from someone who knew somebody who was a child extra in Threads. There's a scene up on the moor. And this lady was saying to the person who wrote the tweet that they all got dragged up in the moors and told to look tired and hungry. She said, which wasn't very difficult because I was.
That makes sense. So I think I'm a few miles behind you now.
Yeah, possibly. So I'm doing the old trick again and just ease the throttle back, let you catch up.
Yeah.
We're about 298 nautical miles away from our destination at the moment.
Yeah. I've got mine in kilometres, so it's 567. Yeah, it's very interesting though. Germany wasn't that bothered about the bombs dropping, in that Germany was expecting to have tanks rolling through it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think they necessarily had the the duck and cover kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I suppose from the point of view of Eastern Europe at the time, you wouldn't want to drop a bomb on Germany because that was partly where you lived. So
yeah.
That's rather counterintuitive. However, the island out in the North Sea that's nowhere near you is probably a safe bet. So
yeah.
Yeah.
What is quite sobering is how, particularly near where I live, lots of the odd bases were the nuclear equipped ones. So I think my area would have been flattened.
Yeah, because you read about targeting information, and the sort of the default is to go for things like air bases and targets that are strategically important from a military point of view. Actually civilian targets were very much secondary. So
yeah, because so bombing the centre of London, it's not a huge military grain, really, is it?
No.
So I think that's me catching up with you now.
Yeah, looks like it. Let's see. Yeah, you're doing 320. I'm doing about 217. So
yeah,
you're not far from me at all. Although I think you are somewhat higher than I am, so I might.
I'm at 30,000.
Okay. Fiddle with the old tablet again then. There we are.
I don't tend to get too many other players buzzing me in the Vulcan, funnily enough. I don't think many people have got it yet.
No.
It's a bit like the Concorde, I think. I think once it goes on the the main store, I think it will start to appear more and more.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a delay between it coming out on the website and sort of coming out officially on the Microsoft bits, isn't there?
Yeah. I prefer getting them through the store, but I couldn't really wait for the Vulcan.
Is it just Flight that are doing the Lancaster, or is that a different one?
I'm not sure. Normally is them.
So I have seen somebody is making the Lancaster, which is something I will definitely want to have a play with when it comes out. But
Yeah.
I can't remember who.
Yeah, because it's if it's anything like what they've done with this, it'd be nice if it's configured for all various different roles. Because you notice the Vulcan's configured that you can actually fly this as the tanker and everything.
Oh, really? So I haven't looked that closely at the instruction manual or anything. So
Yeah.
Oh yes, I can see. Yeah, they've got different tanks and things on the tablet here.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
The landing's quite cool though because it does actually use the parachute.
Oh wow! Oh, that is cool. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Yeah.
Wasn't paying attention. Oh dear.
I'm assuming each bomber would have had an individual target.
I would have thought so, yeah, because I mean, when you're talking about sort of nuclear capable weapons, you don't tend to need more than one.
No.
It hits the ground or reaches its assigned altitude and then goes off with a very large bang. A second one just seems excessive.
Yeah. Now, I gotta admit, if someone said to me, "Oh, we're going to be letting off a nuclear bomb in the desert. Do you want to come along and watch?" Oh yeah, I would.
It is morbidly fascinating,
Mm,
isn't it? Yeah, it's
yeah.
yeah.
So the Vulcan has the Olympus engines,
Mm.
which were developed further for the TSR-2 and then used in the Concorde.
Ah, so it all ties together quite nicely.
Yeah, the Vulcan has them without the reheat,
Yeah.
and yeah, Concorde and TSR-2 obviously did. We were pretty good at building planes back then.
Oh yeah. There's Tom 871 just off to my port side there, who's giving us a wide berth. Can't say I blame him.
Now we are somewhere near Amsterdam at the moment.
So I haven't looked at the map recently. Let's have a little look. I think we're just off the coast. We're about to cross in.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I had to laugh to myself the other night. I'm going to deliver a nuclear bomb to a city, but air traffic control's still got to let me through.
Of course. Obviously. So I just stopped talking to air traffic control and we left Wittering, to be honest. So
I normally leave it on the automatic.
yeah.
just so that it gives me an airfield when I need to land.
It's handy to know.
Otherwise, you get told off.
Yeah. I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to start talking to Amsterdam, just on the off chance that we need to land somewhere when this is all over.
I don't think I've been contacting them at all.
No.
Amsterdam Center Road 1 is type 4 miles south of.
Oh, no, they have been chatting.
Okay, I'm Rogue One now, apparently.
Ah, yeah, because you've loaded up my flight plan, I think.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Should we drop to low level?
Why not? How low are you talking?
1,000 feet or so,
1,000 feet.
depending on what the weather's like.
Let's go down to 10 and see how it looks. So I think it's cloudy across the entirety of Europe at the moment. So. I assume when you made the flight plan, you weren't using live weather data. So.
I think I was at the time.
You
I
were
think
at
it's
the
taken
time,
a
okay.
snapshot of that time,
Okay.
and that was when it was stormy.
Yeah. So, that being the case, then everything is going to be dark and gloomy. Again, relevant. Hello, chat. I can see there's a couple of you watching. You've all gone quiet on us. So feel free to chime in at any time. It's we do like to hear from you. So.
Yeah, I'm just ducking into the clouds now.
Yeah, I'm just letting the autopilot take care of that. I'm just dropping through 27
I'm on the manual.
at the moment. You know what? I'm going to pop that off and... there we are. Let's do this properly. Ease off the throttle.
And just glide down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have put the throttle
Excuse
to
me.
0. I am doing 380 and still climbing. Yes.
Yeah, you've zoomed past me.
Yeah. This is a very quick plane. Okay.
It's very... I know pilots speak very highly of its handling.
It's rather nice to fly. In testing for the stream today, I took it for a spin around Glenfinnan
Yeah.
was just sort of weaving my way through the mountainsides, and it was going really well right up until the point I pulled up to avoid a mountain and stalled out. That's pilot incompetence rather than the plane, so you know I'll let them off for that. Okay, right.
I think throughout the 60s and 70s, they used to do competitions in the US, bombing competitions.
Oh,
So they'd
right.
have to go to a pretend target, etc. Apparently, the Vulcan was very successful against the Americans.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, obviously, I think the Americans were wanting to test their defences. But yeah, I think the good old Vulcan showed them a thing or two about how it's done.
Here we are.
Right. I think it looks a bit clearer further down.
Yeah.
Frequency
So
change.
yeah, I'm just passing 6,000 feet. And I can actually see the ground. So
Yeah. Because obviously, it had its low-level bombing wrong. So I think it was going to go low level, then when it got near to the target, it would climb.
that's it. There we go. Right.
Yeah, it's such a shame there isn't one flying, but I understand.
Yeah, it's like any machinery though, isn't it? Once it gets to a sort of life
Yeah.
expired. You know,
Unlike a loco where if it breaks, it just stops. If a plane breaks, it falls out the sky.
yeah, which is not something anybody wants. So.
No. Yes, here we are. I'm not far behind you now.
Oh, good. I'm getting a little bit nervous about my altitude. I'm trying to sort out the autopilot again, but it's decided not to play ball again.
You have to do that while making sure that you don't plummet into the ground while you're fiddling with it.
Yeah, see, this is the issue I'm currently experiencing. So I'm just tugging gently back on the yoke and hoping for the best at this point. Here we are, altitude hold. Right. And let's hold it at, say, 1,200 feet. There we go. Engage. There we are. That's already feeling a lot happier. Oh, hello.
There we go.
I just caught the tip of your wing in my peripheral vision.
I need to pay more attention to my altimeter. They're only about 1,500 feet.
So I'm passing through 1,200 now. I'm going to go down to 1,000.
Yeah.
And I believe we're now flying over the Netherlands.
Yeah. Not really much there to bomb.
No, it's just like fields, isn't it?
Mostly. All below sea level as well, mostly. No, this is an altitude I don't really want to stall at.
No. Say, I was about 1,000 feet when I was flying around Scotland.
Yeah.
And climbed very, very quickly to about 1,800 feet and then stopped.
Yeah.
Which is not something you want to do in a plane.
Now what kind of still amazes me is obviously in this game we've got waypoint markers and things to make it nice and easy
Yeah,
to find where we're going.
absolutely.
Back in the day they would have had to do, actual navigation.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be looking at maps and landmarks and all sorts of things. I've just found the windscreen wiper. There we are. That's better. See what we're doing now. It's a bit quick, actually.
Yeah.
I'll turn that off again.
Right. Let's put the foot down a bit.
Okay.
You got your windscreen wipers going.
I did briefly. I've turned them off again now.
We'll put some washer fluid in. change the blades. We're more over Belgium now. No, we're not. We are actually over the Netherlands.
You've just jumped ahead of me slightly because I locked up when I tried to open the map, so...
I'll ease back on the throttle a little.
Don't feel an obligation to. I think you're fine. I think you're still climbing, aren't you? So I'm going to try and come up and meet you.
I'm kind of hovering around that 1,500 feet, 4,000 feet sort of range.
So that's
when I stop paying
quite
attention,
a,
I'll
quite
start
a wide
flying.
range, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think you're about 2,500 there, aren't you? So let the autopilot take care of that.
The question is, once the payload is gone, where do we go land?
Probably not nearby.
No.
I would have thought. Well, that's a rather
Let's go to very low.
ominous look with the sunset behind the cloud there. This game knows how to set the mood, doesn't it? Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
In a funny way, it's a shame it doesn't have weapons.
Some ways, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll just have people dropping bombs everywhere.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Now I'm at low level.
Oh, goodness me. I think you just took that bloke's barn roof off. Yes. I suppose that is one advantage of the Netherlands. It's very flat. So
Yeah.
the chances of you coming up against a hill are quite slim.
Mm. I don't know how fast this would go before the plane breaks up, but I'm not going to find out.
No. So, of course, now we could be incredibly unlucky and find a particularly tall church on our flight path.
Yeah.
So...
We're not far away from the German border.
No. I'm going to risk 200 feet. I mean, this is very much cheating because I'm just letting the autopilot take the strain here, but I'm just watching out for any particularly tall trees or skyscrapers or anything. And I am
Get a huge patch of fog.
Yeah, the worst possible timing. Right, where are we? No, I'm chickening out. I'm going back up to 1,000.
I can't see the ground.
Yeah, I'm going back to 1,000. I feel comfortable at 1,000.
Yeah, I've bottled it.
This is very eerie.
Not great for scenery at the moment.
No, admittedly, but atmospheric. So we'll let you off.
When I was playing about with this the other night, I did it a night bombing, and that was quite cool.
Who's still in the chat room? Say hello. You've all gone quiet. So I can see there's 2 people watching currently, but I don't know who they are.
What other interesting volcanic facts are there?
So I feel like you know better than I do, to be honest. So, so I've exhausted my facts at this point.
Oh, that's right. There was after bombing the Falklands, one of them was impounded in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, right.
Had a mechanical issue of some description, and they had to emergency land, and it caused a bit of a upset.
I can imagine. Oh my god. Sorry, I've just looked over to my right with the sunset behind what looks like a very mushroom-shaped cloud.
You see, I've got a I can see the sun.
Yeah. Oh, this is... oh. This is making me feel things I don't want to feel. Oh, dear.
To be fair, you could be in worse places.
I could, yeah. Oh, dear.
Once we get to the waypoint, we've just got to figure out where to go.
Pick an airport and go there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or pick a direction and then find an airport. Oh, I can see the ground.
Hello, ground. Right.
I'm only being briefly introduced to the ground because here's another patch of fog.
I'm interested to see what they do with the next one, 2024.
Yeah, they're focusing more heavily on tasks and things, I believe. So, as
jobs. And...
yeah, so getting rescue helicopters out and flying things to places and what have you. It's
not a free upgrade, sadly.
Yeah.
I think I'll end up buying it anyway.
I probably will at some point when it's on sale, but I'm quite happy with this at the moment. And to be honest, I suspect the graphical upgrade will probably not run quite so well on my PC. This version chugs along, so it's not a steady frame rate by any stretch of the imagination.
No. Even on mine, it has its moments.
Oh yeah.
We start to fly over London or something, it stops for a minute to load everything in.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite happy with this because there's probably not a lot of terrain data to load in, so it's ticking along quite nicely at the moment. But yeah.
I'm just trying to work out which airport EDHA is, because I think I'm going to fly directly over it.
Oh, okay. I should probably climb up a bit.
EDHA airport.
Oh, fuel tank is critically low. Oh, okay. Hold on. How do I switch fuel tanks? I didn't look this up. I might just have to cheat. Hang on. Let's see here. Bosh, there we go. 100% everything sorted. Done. We didn't see that. It's fine. Nothing happened.
Have you gotten used to the autopilot on some of the other planes?
I think so. I sort of vaguely know what to look for now. Certainly on the more modern aircraft, but Yeah, it's not. I find it's probably my incompetence, but I find it's a bit hit and miss on some. So
Yeah.
you'll think you've done it right, and then the plane will just do something you really didn't want it to do, and at that point I give up and just fly it by hand.
Yeah. I found the A320 to be the easiest and most forgiving. Because that's the one which I figured out how to do all the auto landing stuff on,
Oh, okay.
which is great once you figure it out. The Concorde will do auto land as well.
Although I'm told the auto land on that is a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, I found sometimes it's completely misaligned to the runway. So it'll land exactly parallel to it sometimes.
I think we've all had days like that where we get a bit confused about where we are.
Yeah.
I've just seen a beautiful field of wind turbines below me, and I am now very glad I stopped being at 200 feet.
I'm at 3,500, so
So you are miles ahead of me. I'm going to floor it.
yeah, I've been pretty much at max throttle for a little while.
Yeah.
I'll ease up.
I've just been coasting along, enjoying the scenery. What little of it there is.
This is obviously the Vulcan B2. The B1 was more like a triangle in shape. I don't think any B1s are actually preserved.
Shame.
Preserved Vulcan B1.
I've just spotted there's a digital display in front of me which has a GPS on it. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is that why it wasn't following the GPS earlier? Because I had that switched off.
Yeah, no, mine's just been on that home screen the whole time.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it now. It's doing what I want it to do now.
It flies quite straight, hands off.
Yeah, it's quite happy.
Yeah.
So I've literally just been fiddling with the altitude on the tablet and not touching the yoke, and it's very happy. It's sitting straight and level.
Let's see if I can do that. So mine's still set at 20,000 feet. I have to quickly do this though before I start to plummet again.
I would, yeah. It's plummeting is not recommended. Like I say,
No.
Fell out of the sky above Scotland, clipped the ground, and despite the fact I had aircraft crash damage turned on, came to a rather abrupt stop in a field on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, despite having crash damage turned on, it was still intact. Like,
Yeah.
huh. Okay. Any landing you can walk away from? I'll take that.
Yeah. We'll call it 3,000 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Well, mine's banking because it's going to go pick up the GPS line, I think. Yeah. I can fly hands off for a little while. Until I hit a mountain.
I find it best not to if you can possibly avoid it.
Have you flown the Dark Star on this yet?
No, I haven't. It's one of the ones that I've not had the pleasure of yet.
Ah. Yeah, once you figure out how to get it to go into scramjet mode, it goes fast.
Yes.
You sometimes see other people flying it and it just zips across your screen.
So, what was that? Oh.
So I think... So I'm heading northeast for a bit while it picks up my GPS path.
So yeah, I think I'm heading sort of northeast east. I think is the technical term. Not quite east, but definitely not north. So
I think mine's going to start banking right again.
So yeah, you've just gone from my right hand side to my left hand side. So I'm just going to turn and point at you and then follow you in, I think. I've just realised your airspeed is considerably slower than mine, so there is a chance I will overtake you.
Yeah. I'm just letting the autopilot do the work for a while.
Ah, now see, what I've done there is I've turned the autopilot off because I grabbed the yoke, so it's just turned everything off.
Ah.
This would explain what happened to me last time.
Yeah, as soon as you move the yoke or, well, do some kind of input, it will disengage it.
Yeah. That explains a lot.
Hmm.
So I think you're turning back towards the east now, aren't you? From what I can see.
If you've noticed, the Vulcan is actually flown by a stick rather than a yoke.
Yes. Which you're more used to seeing on a fighter rather than a bomber.
Yeah.
So slightly different. Just flown out some cloud cover again, so I can actually see where we're going. More wind farms. They're prolific round here. Right. While the plane seems broadly happy, I'll try and get the autopilot working again.
So while that's in autopilot, let's press some buttons.
Yes. I mean, I hesitate to point out and remind you what we're carrying, but
Ooh, let's turn on the map light.
hold 3,000 feet and engage. There we are.
We can turn on all the red stuff as well. Alright. Make the cockpit all red.
Oh yes, I've just found that. Oh, that is quite nice, isn't it? Very atmospheric.
I don't quite know what this big lever on the left does.
I'm scared to find out. If I hover over it, it doesn't give me a prompt, so... Like, yeah, I probably don't want to touch that. Alright, where are you?
What I'm trying to work out. Can I... Yeah, I can't get back to the other... The bomb aimers and navigator stations. There's a big curtain behind. Let's open the crew door. Oh, that's quite cool, actually.
What's
Oh.
that? What'd you do?
Open the crew door. It went whoosh.
Whoops. What?
I will catch you up.
Okay. Oh, the weather has just pinged away. I'm now flying through clear skies, and this cloud again now. That is bizarre. Oh dear.
It was British weather.
Yeah. All 4 seasons in the space of about a minute there. Deary me.
Right, let's see if I can... Right, let's just change that to daytime.
Oh, hang on. It's just gone to night time. I think you're changing my settings as you go.
Oh, let's play with that.
Oh, hello, there we are. Yep, daylight. This is hilarious. I can see what I'm doing. Oh, there's a rainbow. Oh, nice.
Please tell me that is actually changing your weather.
It looked like it was for a bit, but nothing's changed for about 15 seconds. So, oh, it's gone to night time again. This is bizarre.
I think I will...
Day, night.
That might be me.
So I think I keep flitting through holes in the space-time continuum. Oh dear.
Let's see if I can rejoin you.
I'm going to ease off the throttle, gives you some chance of catching up with me. We're 80 miles from our target at this point, so... Dalek fan says, hi Matt, hello, how are you? Oh, yep, I can see you just behind me now.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, mine's just decided it's going to climb.
Which one have you pulled out there? I think you've got the camouflage, one of the camouflage models out now, haven't you?
No plane, nose down.
Doesn't want to play.
No. No, it's stalling me out.
Oh no! The question is, have you got the height to recover? Just gonna spool my engines down slightly, just take a little bit of speed out. Yeah, this is what I found in sort of my test flying with this plane. When it stalls, it just drops like a brick. So
yeah,
it glides through the air in the exact same way that bricks don't. So
good news. I've managed to recover it.
Hey, well done.
About 1,500 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nasty.
Interesting.
Oh dear. Alright, 70 miles.
I'll change for the blue steel missile. Yeah. So that kind of looks cool. No, I haven't got any nav points, so I'm relying on you now.
No, it's alright. I still have, so we're about 68 miles out. I have no idea what we're doing once we get where we're going, by the way, so you're going to have to walk me through this.
Yeah, because when it comes to dropping, there's the switches on the left for that.
Yeah, I can figure out how to get the doors open, and then there's the bomb release safety lock, but other than that, I'm not sure. I assume in the when the green light is on, that means the bomb is not released, and then when it switches to the red light, it means the bomb is released.
Yeah, although I don't think that system actually works.
Oh, okay.
And I end up using the bomb jettison.
Oh, fair enough. Well, okay, well, we'll give it a try.
Yeah.
63 miles out now.
I think we're not far north of Berlin.
So my geography of Northern Europe is not terribly good, so I have got a clue where we are.
Well, I know what I meant to ask. Did you have to get involved with the flooding the other day?
No. I've been off of work, so I've not had anything to do with that, and also that's a very short-term planning problem. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, my job involves the permanent timetable, so I don't tend to get involved in all the short-term problem shenanigans.
Would that be more of an emergency?
Yeah, that'll be. You might get some sort of A for C bids to get round line closures. So that's train bid day 1, train runs day 3. But the anything that happens on the day will be the responsibility of control rather than planning teams. So we wouldn't get that side of it at all.
Because it was the tunnel heading towards HS1, wasn't it?
Yeah. From what I understand, there was a pump that's meant to pump the floodwater out failed, and no one noticed for a bit, by which time the tunnel had filled up with water.
So some poor driver probably went through there and was like, yeah, I'm going to stop.
It's a bit damp in here, guys. 50 miles out now.
Well, at least the weather cleared up.
Yeah, it's beautiful now.
Might be able to see the target now. I think I need to go watch the Memphis Belle again.
Right, I assume I want to be climbing for this next bit, do I?
Yeah, I think it's time to get some altitude.
Right, what height should we be aiming for?
Good question. Google foo.
Okay, well I'll start by going to 10,000, and then we can go higher if need be.
So it had a ceiling of 55,000. I don't know what altitude that it would drop the big ones from there.
I mean, I would assume from reasonably high up, from the point of view if you want to drop it and get away.
Yeah.
So,
It's not like you got to be accurate, is it?
no, just roughly aim at where you're going and then turn around.
Yeah. So when they dropped the Hiroshima bomb, they were quite worried that the plane wouldn't be able to get far enough away in time. 'Cause it had to do a sort of a toss, so it would turn and sort of fling the bomb.
Sort of throw it out midway through a bank.
Yeah. I need to sit and watch Oppenheimer too.
Yeah, I've not watched Oppenheimer yet, although I've heard from people who have that it's rather good. So
Yeah.
yeah. I think all I want from a film like that is that the subject matter is treated with some reverence. That's all I ask.
Yeah. And that the information is reasonably correct.
Yes, indeed.
So I get sometimes that films might need to miss bits out just to keep a coherent
Yeah,
story,
of course.
so that it doesn't go on for 6 hours. Yeah. But something like the Dam Busters, that compresses quite a lot of information.
Yeah. Which I, to a point, I understand, but yeah. Yeah. I think anything like that, you just want it to be sort of not glorified, I suppose.
Yeah, you just want it to be right.
Yeah.
I think one of the ones which kind of irritated me a lot in that respect was U571.
Oh, hello. Hello there.
Have you got your Bombay door open?
Have I? No. Closed on my side. Probably want to think about opening it shortly, don't I? Hang on.
I'm going to climb above you, and then you might see the blue steel underneath mine.
There we go. Just ease the throttle off slightly. Right, about 34 miles away, so I think... Yeah, right, I've got the doors open. I'll pop the jettison one up just in case the release doesn't work. It's a very little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very small when you see them, because there's quite a few of the training ones which are on display at various places. They really aren't very big at all.
No. Nope.
Even the Tornado, I think, could carry one.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be under there if I was you, mate. I've got to be honest.
I've got my bigger bomb.
Hang on. Let's see. I'm just going to throttle up, see if I can get in behind you. I am climbing. So I might just level off at 16,000. Give you half a chance of not hitting me. There we go. There we are. Oh, you are just gone. You're miles ahead of me now.
I can't make my mind up if I prefer the white or the camouflage.
I think they've both got their merits. I mean,
Yeah.
Right, I have just realised we are rather straying from the waypoint, so I'm just going to execute a slight turn to the right.
Yeah, I probably should get in behind you.
So yeah, I think I'm the one leading at this point, aren't I? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just that sound. I love that sound.
It's a lovely noise, isn't it?
Mm.
It is a nice plane to fly, this.
This is definitely one of my better DLCs that I've bought.
There we are, right.
I hope when they do the Lancaster though that it is configured with like the Tall Boy and the Grand Slam.
Oh, I
and
do
things.
hope so. It'd be nice if it was. Right, pitch, bank hold off. "17 miles out. Turn autopilot off for a minute. Right. Right, 15 miles out.
You'd have quite a conscience, wouldn't you, doing this in real
Oh
life?
God, yeah. I mean, we're not doing anything, and I'm feeling very somber.
Yeah. You feel bad about
Yeah, so,
dropping a pretend weapon.
yeah. It's just a dreadful, dreadful thing, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Oof. Right, 10 miles. .46. Okay. I'm assuming the waypoint's going to disappear at some point in the immediate future, so
Yeah, I'll just sort of go underneath you, I think.
yeah. So I'm pointed at it right now, so there we are.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop in behind you.
Okay. Five miles. There
I
it
don't
is.
want to worry you, but I've got my probe out at the front.
I've no idea how to respond to that. You know, you said this was like a weapons site.
Yep.
I think what we're actually about to bomb is a rather large area of forest.
Yep.
Okay.
There is what looks like now is basically a ruin, but it used to be one of the
Bombs
depots.
away. Nope, that has not gone, so we'll move to the jettison. Bomb away.
Nope.
And it just sort of despawns a few hundred feet below you.
Yeah, I think it just sort of disappears.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to drop my bomb.
No. Bomb bay doors closed. And we're away. There's a waypoint about 60 miles away. Is that where you intended us to go?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm
I
doing...
think it was. I'll follow you, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing a turn to the left, so just follow me round and I'll point at it.
So I need to find the target of opportunity. So I've got a big one underneath. It's quite funny though, where you can. Well, on some of these planes where they've gone really into detail, and you can sort of sit and play with switches and things and see what
Oh,
stuff
I
does.
love a good switch, me. So I'm okay with that. Right, what's your altitude at the moment?
I am about 20,000.
20,000. Okay, so I've got my autopilot on. I'm going to pop it at 20,000 feet. Yeah.
Right, do we have any cities nearby? I think your bomb was a dud.
Yeah. Kind of relieved about that, to be honest.
Someone just got it in the back of the head.
Oh dear. Never mind. Oh well. I'm assuming these visors they've got up the front are something to do with protecting you from flash of a bomb going off, are they?
There was curtains,
Oh, okay.
and you were also issued an eye patch.
Ah.
That was quite a dark reason for that as well.
Yeah, so if you did look, you had one eye safe.
Yeah.
Presumably. This is a rather heavy subject matter for a Wednesday evening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
dear.
where should I go bomb? EDAX, LWB, EDOV? I don't know.
So I don't know what any of those are, so...
Looking up the map.
I'd say I was assuming those were airfield codes, so...
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? Still trying to work out what this second waypoint of yours is. We're about 40 miles away.
I honestly can't remember what it was.
If I zoom in, it's about... It could be DGC.
EDGC.
Yeah, or somewhere near it. I'm basing
Oh,
that-
that's Rugen.
Yeah. So I'm basing this purely off context. I'm not certain, but... I think you're still quite a long way behind me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let me ease off the throttle slightly.
Let's see what more buttons do. I think I found the heading index. Oh, that's quite good. I'm going quite fast now. I've been dropping altitude full throttle. I think I'm going to buzz you.
Yeah, looks that way. So I'm holding steady at about 19965. So Plan your buzzing accordingly.
I'll go above. Then you can see my big weapon.
Now, there's an offer I've not had for a while.
There's always time for a
Probes,
innuendo.
Matthew, honestly.
When it starts going very fast, it's very slow to respond.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Oh. Yeah, that's quite intimidating, actually. Just seeing this big thing. It's...
Yeah.
Caution, wake turbulence.
I think I'm going to go find somewhere to drop this.
Okay.
We're
We're about 16 miles away from whatever your waypoint is. I don't know if that's any use to you.
I'll have to go check out what it was.
So I'm just sort of having a little look at it because it's just sort of hoving into view. Looks very much like similar to the patch of forest I just dropped a dud on. So
Yeah.
I imagine probably another abandoned military target of some description.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see something in the forest. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. I'm nowhere near you, I'm just sort of looking roughly in your direction.
No Bombay doors with blue steel. It's just strapped underneath.
Yeah.
Payload gone. Oh, how powerful is blue steel? See, Google is an annoying tool. So what was the yield? 1.1 megaton. Air launched ballistic. Should go find somewhere to land.
Yeah, go on then.
What do you reckon? EDAX?
Yeah, that looks promising. There you go. So I think I'm buzzing you for a change. Hello. Oh. I have just overstressed my aircraft. Oh well, never mind. It didn't like me wing waggling. Got very upset.
It's quite sensitive
Yes.
to it, isn't it?
Okay, well while I'm sorting that out, I'm just gonna pop your visuals up on the screen.
Okay.
There we go. So it's all on you while I sort myself out.
So basically I'm just heading towards EDAX. And they've given me a runway and everything, which is good.
Oh, that's handy.
Surprising considering what I've just done.
Yeah. surprisingly tolerant, I would say. Do you have an idea of what EDAX is?
It is.
It is
Let's
a
have a look.
tiny little airfield from the looks of it. You might struggle there. I don't think it's even got a tarmac runway looking at it. Oh no, it might do. Yeah, you might be alright.
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Right. Set as departure.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Nice. Hang on. Just remind myself which aircraft it was. Livery. Was it 361 or 426 I was in? Can't remember. I'm going to say 361. There we go. Right.
You're trying to bleed off all that speed that I've picked up as well.
Oh dear.
Come down like a comet sometimes. So I've wanted runway 25, which should be facing west.
Yeah. Should be.
You can just see the missing part where the missile was.
Yeah. There's a big gap in the bottom of the plane there.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Berlin Center X-ray Lima Tree 61 is type 15 miles north of Echo Delta Golf.
Yeah, yeah, I do have some assistances on.
Yeah.
To transition.
And I am
learning
in behind
fast.
you.
Ah,
Shrink you down. There we are. Hello.
oh, there you are.
Right.
I wonder if you can see the parachute when it comes out.
That's a very good question. Come on, behave yourself. There we go.
Flight to Tree 61.
Yeah, we're just a nice cruise in. We're going back for tune medals.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Tree 61.
Not sure there's many medals at the end of this job, I've got to be honest.
I'll
Right.
take the T.
Tune traffic. There we go. Select runway for landing. Runway 25. Oh, it's one of these announce jobbies.
Echo Delta Alpha X-ray traffic X-ray Lima Tree 6114 miles east.
Yeah, gotta say you're coming in.
Land runway 25.
Oh, yeah. There we are.
Sometimes when you're near the big airports, you can't get a word in on the with the air traffic control sometimes.
Yeah. Right, now here's the question. How do you land this thing?
It's not too bad.
I've just popped my flaps down and I've just realised it's deployed air brakes, which is quite nice.
Yeah,
Good to
I
know.
don't think it has flaps.
Yeah.
Well, it has flaps, but the flaps, if you look carefully, they were on those pylons with the air brakes.
Yeah.
So if you do one stage, they come out, but they don't angle.
Yeah.
But then if you do more, it angles them further.
Right. I'm ignoring the pattern entry. I'm just going roughly for the for the final straight, so to speak.
Yeah.
Pitch my nose down if I possibly can. No, that's up.
Come on, gear, go down. There we are.
Okay.
It's always a bit of a panic when the gear just doesn't seem to want to go down.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye on you in the corner there, just see how your landings are going.
I'm not too bad at the landings, I've got to say.
I tend to be okay
Concord are
if I've...
fun, tricky.
I tend to be okay at landings if I've set them up right. I think my problem is I just chicken out.
Yeah.
Announce on final.
Delta Alpha X-ray traffic X-ray Lima 361 is on final run.
Yeah, this runway will be fine.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Good, good. Right. Flaps down. Turn in.
I'm a bit high, actually. Oh, only half the runway is actually active.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, going for it.
I can see you've gone for it. I'm not far behind you, to be honest. Oof. Actually. Oh, Christ.
Shoots out.
Nice. Flaps all the way. Come on. Come on, Matt. Don't embarrass yourself now.
Oh, I've got to get off the runway quickly.
And brakes, 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 brakes. How do I deploy the chute?
You don't.
Oh,
It's automatic.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not done it for me, so... Oh, I'm quite proud of that. First attempt. Oh, that is very nice.
Oh, you've walked away from that one. It's fine.
That's more than walked away from. That was butter. There we are. Throttle down. Oh. There we are.
Have you got a 4-quadrant throttle?
Yes.
So if you just throttle back on the left engines and throttle up on the right, you'll turn quick.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
I've only got a single throttle.
There we are. That's done it. Nice.
And
I am genuinely proud of that landing. I've got to be honest. I'm not normally very good at them, so I'm going to take that. That's a win.
I think that was reasonably successful.
Yeah. Quite
Not
pleased
lost and couldn't work out what to bomb, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's all right.
you make do.
Yeah, I'm more of a pacifist anyway, so. Right.
So let's just turn all the extra, because on the panel thing you can turn on all of the add-in stuff. So if you turn on the tanker, it puts like the tanker box thing on the back.
And parking brake on. Let's have a little look, see if that... Oh, hello. Right, here we go. Turn the tanks on, see what that does. Yeah, I'm not sure what difference that's made. Can't really see anything. Never mind. Well, There we are then. That was the Avro Vulcan, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Craig, for setting that up. I enjoyed that, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
real good fun. Right. Well, I've got work in the morning, so I'm going to go to bed. It's my first day back after Christmas. Boo! Oh, dear. Anyway, Craig, thanks very much for setting this up, mate. You're
No worries.
still East Coast Steam on YouTube, I think, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go subscribe to East Coast Steam on YouTube. He put some really quite neat and interesting videos up there, so go check him out. Next week, I'm going to be going through all of the model trains I retrieved from my parents' house, so that's something good for you to look forward to, I hope. Yeah, it'll be a good
How many
time.
boxes did you need to retrieve?
I got for Christmas a sort of 84 litre storage box with some model railway trays in them. It's 5 trays and 9 sections in each tray.
Yeah.
I've got all the locos, the vast majority of the carriages, and there's a box of wagons of varying degrees of quality that I've still got to retrieve. But I think I will need another box for that, so we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go through them and get rid of some of them, to be honest. But yeah, this is a big job. But yeah, I've got all the logos and that I'm happy about. So, happy days. Right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. I will see you over on the main channel next week. In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of the week. And from myself and from Craig, we will say good night. Take care, everyone. Bye!
All right.